Hello everyone, we meet again, and in the previous video we have covered other language skills for this course ELC231. The first one that we covered is actually the writing skills, and you have already completed the essay writing part. And then I explained to you about the evaluative commentary assignment that is 30%, and next after that I give you a lecture on your oral commentaries or your movie presentation. So that is 25%. Now, this time around, another 25% comes from your reading test. Okay? So, as explained in the summary of the course, the reading test is going to take place in week 10. So, in this video, I am going to explain to you how the test is going to be conducted and also the format of the whole test. Okay, so Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and let's take a look at your mid-semester test. Okay, as we can see here, this is the cover of the test. So your test is going to be 1 hour 30 minutes. Okay, so it is going to be conducted during the class sessions. So be aware of our class timetable. And later in our WhatsApp group, I am going to tell you the exact date and time for your test. Okay, so let's get to the first part, that is the format of the test. So as you know, it's 1 hour and 30 minutes. Okay, so you don't have, I'm just going to show you how the question paper looks like. And obviously, you don't have to fill all of this in because you are going to fill in your information in an online form. Okay, now let's take a look at the question. Alright, reading comprehension, 25 marks. There is one article that you have to read, and the article is about two pages to 2.5 pages. Okay, so read all of the questions. Read all of the article here. Take your time, read everything slowly. And then there is question 1, true or false. Question 2, question 3, question 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9, and 10. So there are 10 questions altogether, and all of them is 25 marks. Now, I am going to explain to you the technical part of the reading strategies that you need to learn to be able to answer this question. For example, let's take a look at question number 1. It is true or false. So you have to state true. You have to write T for true, F for false. Okay. So in this, for this part, this is actually about paraphrasing, paraphrase, whereby the sentences here is taken, the idea here is taken from the article, and then they paraphrase the statement, and then they wanted to ask you, after they have paraphrased the statement, do you still understand the gist or the main idea of the sentence or not? Okay, so in this question, for question number 1, it is actually a paraphrasing question. So they already paraphrased the statement for you, and then they wanted to see whether you are able to understand or to get the message or not. So all of this statement is the same statement available in the article, somewhere in this article. However, it is only being written differently. So that is what paraphrasing is all about. So in this question, they are asking you, or they are testing your paraphrasing skills or paraphrasing technique. So if you think that the first statement is true, then the answer is T. And then if it's false, then you have to write F for false. Okay? Alright, next, let's take a look at question number 2. What do the following words mean as used in the passage? Okay, for these questions, this is actually testing your ability in reference words, or this is what we call another reading strategies, that is reference words. So to be able to answer these questions, you have to take a look at the question here, the word here, and then line 23. Okay, so go line to line 23. Okay, and this is the word. So the question asks you to give a synonym. Okay, a synonym that contain the same meaning as this word, but the synonym must contain the same meaning as it is used in this context. Okay, so as you know, in English language, one word could contain many meanings, right? It could contain multiple meanings. So how to decide which meaning the word has? It depends on the context, or it depends on the situation of the article, or what the article is all about. So if you take a look at this question, for example, the word evade means what? So in order to give the meaning, you have to give the synonym or other words that contain the same meaning as this word. Okay? So that is just for one word synonym. That is the word evade. The same thing with the word glitch, stimulate, and also notable. So for question number 2, this is testing your reference words skills. Okay? Alright, next. Take a look at question number 3. So question number 3 asks you which of the following statement is not true. Okay, so it says here all of the followings are true except for, so you have to answer, or you have to choose 2 answers. So it's either 1, 2, 3 or 4. So again, this is also another paraphrasing question, whereby they paraphrase the question, and then, or they paraphrase the statement or the idea, and then they ask you whether you understand. After they have paraphrased it, after they have put a different word, do you still understand the meaning of the statement? Okay, so then you have to circle 2 answers, right? Next, question number 4. State 2 advantages of moving towards cashless society. So this is a direct comprehension question to test whether you can find the answer to these questions in the article. So this is very simple, straightforward comprehension question. So just go to the article and then identify the 2 advantages of moving towards cashless society, and it is available somewhere in this article. Alright, okay, now take a look at next question. Based on the passage, how can privacy breach occur in a cashless transaction? So this is also a direct comprehension question. So because as you can see here, the question asks you based on the passage. So the answer is available somewhere in the passage here. So you just directly copy the answer and put it here as your answer. Okay. Moving on to the next question, question number 6. Explain what the author means by the following statement. Depending on our perspective, going cashless is not all roses. So explain what the author means. Okay, so this is a question whereby they are testing again your paraphrasing and also your summarizing skills. What is paraphrasing and summarizing? You are going to learn more in the notes and the videos given. In short, paraphrasing means that you deliver the same statement, the same idea in different words, okay, in different phrases, in different way. So usually when we explain something and then we want to explain it again, we use different types of words, we explain again and again, so we paraphrase it to show our understanding. So, and question 6 is also paraphrasing question. Okay? Alright, question number 7. Based on the passage, why is inequality possible in cashless society? So this is a direct comprehension question and the answer is available in the article. Next question. How is a transaction being done in zero cash world? So this is a direct comprehension question. Find the answer in the article as well. And next, what can you infer from the following statement? In addition, when you spend with cash, you feel the pain of every dollar you spend. The word infer means that what kind of conclusion that you can draw from the statement given, or what is your interpretation from the statement given. So for me, I think this is also another paraphrasing or another summarizing technique that is being tested here. Okay? And last but not least, the question number 10, should Malaysia become a zero cash nation? Provide 2 reasons to justify your answer. So this is just asking for your opinion. You don't have to provide the reasons by referring to the article. You can just give any reasons that supports your opinion. So obviously for these questions, you need to answer first, either it's a yes or a no. If it's a yes, what are your 2 reasons? And if it's a no, what are your 2 reasons? Okay, so you can just use your own words and the marks is 3 marks. So remember, as you can see here, most of the time when you have to paraphrase, when you have to summarize, or when you have to give opinion that you are using your own words, the marks is higher, okay, as compared to a direct comprehension question whereby you just copy the answer from the article given. Alright, so basically this is the format of the reading question. So I think reading is not that difficult because you have covered it in ELC151 last semester, and this is also covered in your high school during your SPM level for English subject. So it is basically the same, but this is only to refresh and to remind everybody how the reading test looks like. Okay, so this is actually set number 1. Now, why don't we take a look at set number 2? Okay. Alright, so what is the difference between set 1 and set 2 is that it has a different article, different title for you to read. Okay. However, the technique or the reading strategies or the skills that they wanted to test you is basically the same. It's just that the article is different. Okay, so then again, you are going to read about 2 to 3 pages of article, and then first starting off with true or false question. Okay, so this is paraphrasing. They paraphrase and then they wanted to check whether you understand or not after they have paraphrased. And again, this is reference words. So as you can see here, the word antidote, considerably, ingest, gauge. What does these words mean as they are used in the passage? So your job is to provide a synonym. Okay, synonym. Do not provide dictionary definition of the word. And question number 3, why is pufferfish is considered dangerous? So this is a direct comprehension question. You can find the answer in the article. Next, question number 4, explain what the writer means by the following statement. So when you have to explain, and again, you are using your paraphrasing skill. So paraphrasing is very important. So you take a look at these words and then you paraphrase it. And how to paraphrase? There will be videos to help you to understand how to paraphrase. Okay, and question number 5, how do you ensure the pufferfish is safe to be eaten? So this is a direct comprehension question. Number 6, what are the efforts done by the Malaysian authorities? This is a direct comprehension question. 7, if someone is poisoned, what are the typical symptoms that come after paralysis? This is direct comprehension question. And what is the usefulness of tetrodotoxin? This is also a direct comprehension question. And question number 9, what does the author mean by this statement? Okay, based on the facts, whichever choices made, there is a huge risk to bear. So this is also paraphrasing and summarizing technique that you have to apply here. And question number 10, in your opinion, would you agree to ban the selling of pufferfish in Malaysia? Provide 2 reasons to justify your answer. Again, question number 10 is asking for your opinion. It's not necessary for you to copy the answer from the article. You just give your opinion as long as it supports your idea or your answer, and that is acceptable. So for question number 10, you have to decide whether it's a yes or a no, or whether you agree or disagree, and then you have to provide 2 reasons to support your answer. Okay, so in short, that is all what the reading test is all about. Okay, next I am going to show you how your reading test is going to be conducted. So I'm going to use Google Form, and this is how it is going to look like. This is a sample from last semester with my student, their reading test, but it is basically the same thing. Okay, so I'm going to provide you with the cover, and then you have to fill in your name. Okay, so give your name, your student ID, alright, and then your group. And then after you have filled in all of the information, remember your name must be in capital letters, correct student ID, and then the group part, and then click next. Okay, then you will come across the article. So read the article properly. Okay, read everything properly, read everything, and then you can see that this is the question. Alright, this is the question. Okay, then how to answer? Now everything else is in picture. This is some of the screenshots that I provide here. So the answer is available here at the bottom part of the document. So for example, this question, okay, question 1A1, this. So it refers to this question. Alright, question 1A1. So this is how you are going to answer. So it is advisable for you to have a paper with you, next to you, a piece of paper, and then as you read the article and as you answer the question here, write it first in that piece of paper, and then after you have finished writing your answer in that paper, you can go to this part and then write your answer. Okay, so write your answer here. Okay, so you have to make sure that you type the right answer. Please check your typing and make sure that there is no spelling error. Okay, there's no typo. If you are using handphone, for example, or any kind of tablet, make sure that your answer is not in autocorrect. Okay, so please check that very carefully, and obviously you have to answer all of the questions given. Now, so when it comes to the true or false question, true and false, so you only have to click whether the answer is true or false. So you don't have to write T or F and whatnot. Okay, so you just have to click true or false, and then Next. Okay, so this indicates that you did not answer all of the question, so you just write the answer here. So I'm going to show you how it looks like so that you get a clear idea how the reading test is going to be conducted. Okay, next, so you don't have this part. Okay, let me just skip this one. Okay, next. Alright, so this is last semester, you know, the reading test for ELC151 is more extensive as compared to ELC231. So this semester, you only have 10 questions. So it's a little bit, you know, it's a simpler or shorter version of the reading test. So I'm just going to show you how it looks like. Okay, so you just put your answer here. Okay, and so for this semester, we don't have fact and opinion, so we can just skip that. Alright. So in your opinion, yes or no. Okay. Yes, because. Alright. Okay, so that is the end of the test. Once you are done with everything, and then you can click submit. Okay. Okay, so that is all how the test is going to be conducted, and it is going to be conducted using Google Form, and the Google Form will be available in our probably in our Google Classroom or YouFuture. Okay, the link, but the date and the time for your test specifically will be announced later in our WhatsApp group. Alright, so don't worry about that. Okay, now we are done with part 2. So part 1, I explained to you the basic format of how your reading test is going to be, how your reading test looks like. Part 2, I explained to you how the reading test is going to look like in Google Form. So we are going to use Google Form, okay? And you are advised to write your answer in a piece of paper as well. Okay, and then I'm going to take you to the last part, that is reading tests. Okay, we take a look at the reading test set 1, and I am going to explain to you the answer to the question for set 1. Okay, and it is advisable that as you watch this video, you have already read the article here, and you have it together with you as reference to this lesson, okay, so that you know what I'm talking about. So as you look here, you have to read everything slowly, you know, but it's not going to be, you know, using PDF. It's going to be in the Google Form format, just like how I show you just now. Okay, so let's take a look at how the answer should be like. Okay, true, false, it's FTTT, but again, in the Google Form, you just have to click whether it's true or false. Okay, and here, question number 2, the reference words. What do the following words mean as they are used in the passage? So, I ask you to give the synonym to the word that is being questioned here. Okay, and as you can see here, the synonym can be more than one. Okay, so you can give more than one answer. If the answer is available as part of the answer that we have in the answer key, then you can get 1 point for correct answer. Okay, so a very tight reminder is that do not use the dictionary definition as your answer for this question. Okay, provide a synonym. Okay, that is very important. Okay, and next, which is true or not? So what are the 2 statements that is false? So the answer is statement 1 and statement 4. Okay, so state 2 advantages of moving towards cashless society. So as if you refer to the article, there are about 4 advantages. You can just provide any two. Okay, so as long as you provide any two from these 4 advantages, then it is acceptable. Okay, so next question based on the passage. So this answer is actually taken from the passage. Alright, so you don't have to paraphrase, you don't have to use your own words, you just can take the answer directly from the passage and then use it as your answer. The same goes with question number 4. And question number 6, explain what the author means by the following statement. So again, as I said, this is a paraphrasing technique, a paraphrasing skills. So even if you have different answer other than this one, I have to accept it as long as it is suitable. As long as it contains the same meaning, because you are using your own words, right? So as long as it contains the same meaning, then I will accept it. Alright? And next, based on the passage. So when it based on the passage, the answer must be exactly or taken from the article given. So question 8, how is the transaction being done? Alright, so you have to provide 2 answers for this question. So just copy from the article and then write it as your answer here. 2 answers means 2 marks. And what can you infer from the following statement? And again, this is paraphrasing technique or summarizing skills. So this is the answer. Paper money allows better financial management, or cash payments allow consumers to track their spending. So if you give any other logical answers, I will accept that. Okay. Okay, so the last question. Should Malaysia become a zero cash nation? What is your opinion? And give 2 reasons. So your answer must be just like this one. Either it's a yes or a no. You cannot give a 50-50 answer. If it's a yes, give 2 reasons. Okay, and any 2 suitable answers will be accepted. And if it's a no, give 2 reasons. Any 2 suitable answers will be accepted. Okay, so that is the end of the question. So thank you very much for watching this video. Any question related to your reading test, feel free to ask around. And again, inshallah, all the best and good luck. I know this time around is going to be very busy. From this point ahead, you are going to be busy with other assessment as well for the other subjects. So please take care of yourself, manage your time wisely, manage your health wisely, and take some time to relax and also focus on the work that you are doing. Okay, so inshallah, we will be seeing each other again in other lessons if necessary, and you can always PM me if you have any question. Okay, so I think that is all. Thank you very much for listening and watching. Assalamualaikum, and good luck for your test. Okay.